Hey guys, it's Jen, and I'm here to show you a layout I'm going to be creating with the Ali Edwards Up Story Kit. I'm going to be using the digital and physical products, so I'll show you kind of a hybrid layout here. And I am using this photo. This is my feet, and then you can see a little cord here that is my headphone cord, and I purposely wanted it in the photo because this is a story about how I went for a walk the other day. I've been struggling a little bit lately, just kind of things have been tough, and I'm just kind of struggling to figure things out in my mind. And so the other day I took a little walk. You can see I was just wearing jeans. It wasn't like anything, like it wasn't for exercise. It was just a leisurely little walk. But I took a walk and I brought my headphones with me and I listened to the Jason Mraz Yes album as I walked, and I felt like I was walking to the soundtrack of my life, and I needed to hear every word of those songs, and it just made me happy, and it put a little pep in my step. And so I wanted to create this layout, and as soon as I saw the theme for this month, I knew it was going to be perfect because there is this is from the stamp set. This is one of the PNG files that says Things Are Looking Up, and there is a song on that album that says that in it. Things are looking up, and it felt really appropriate. So even though I'm looking down at my shoes in the photo, I'm going to use this brush to put on top of my photo for this layout, and I can't be more happy that this brush is included in this set. So what I want to do is, I don't want the star on there, so I'm just going to go ahead and erase it. So I'm just going to grab my eraser tool, and I'm going to get a bigger one, so then I can just do it in one swoop. And I just deleted that star, and then I want to make the lettering white. So you can do that a couple of different ways. I'm going to show you the way that Ali has shown before that she does it, which is to choose the color that you want. Make sure that it's in this little foreground box right here. So that's white. So that's good. If I wanted black, I would do that, but it's already black. So I'm just going to choose white, and then you go to Edit, Fill. Make sure that foreground color is selected here, and Preserve Transparency is checked, and click OK. And there we go. We have a little white word there, or phrase. So I'm just going to drag this over onto my photo. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to center this in this. You can see my photo's kind of divided by where I'm standing, and then there's the line of the sidewalk, and then there's all of this rectangular space here. I kind of want to center this brush or this word art in the middle of that square, and I'm going to write all in this space, but I don't want it to be too small. I'm going to make it a little bit larger. So I'm just going to hold down my shift key and drag this box a little bit bigger, and I'm going to just kind of eyeball it and center it on the sidewalk there, and check that. And I have already cropped my photo to 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to be creating a horizontal 8.5 by 11 page for this, and it's going to be a full photo layout, which I'm loving lately, especially for stories where I want to tell a little bit more, and I'm kind of copying Ali's approach that way, but I've been loving it. So I am going to print this out on my computer or on my printer, and then I will come back and show you how I'm going to use the physical products to kind of finish this off after I add my journaling. So I went ahead and printed out this photo of my feet with the Things Are Looking Up, and that's from the Ali Edwards Up Story Kit digital stamp set. And I am also I also printed this photo out. This is a photo of me on the walk. Sometimes when I'm having a good day or something like that, I like to take a selfie so I can remember like how I was feeling or during that time, so that I can reflect back on that and remember it as a good time. And so that's what this selfie is. So this is from the same walk. And so I'm going to include it on a little 3x8 insert so I printed it at 3x4 and figured I could stick another 3x4 card above it for some journaling, because what I want to do here, this is a song that I've been kind of living my life by lately, and it's called Three Little Things by Jason Mraz, and it's from that CD I was talking about, the Yes CD. And so what I want to do is write the lyrics out right here. And so that's going to cover this whole page mostly. So this is kind of going to be just a decorative page, and then my journaling will come over here. And so that is the plan. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this photo up and then find a journaling card to go right here, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so I was looking through the cards that came in the kit. And none of them really kind of fit the thing, or none of the 3x4 cards really fit what I was going for. There's up, up, and away, which I didn't really want to do, and everything is on the up and up. Wasn't quite what I wanted to say. There's this one that's just decorative. This is what's up, probably would have worked. But I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. And then this one's the same as that one. And so I think what I'm going to try to do is cut down this 4x6 card, because it says things can only go up from here. And that kind of really fits what I'm going for, and I like the butterflies on here and what they signify. And so I'm going to cut this down into a 3x4. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of measure with another card. I guess what I'm going to need to do is just take off an equal amount from either side. So if it's 6 inches wide and I want it to be 3 inches wide, then I need to take 1.5 inches off of each side. So I guess I can just measure it like that. So there we go there. And it's just going to cut off the edge of the wing, which that's not a big deal. So there we go here. I think that looks great. So that's what I'm going to do my journaling on. I might type it on my typewriter, I might handwrite it, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to handwrite on here the lyrics to that song. And I think it's called 3 Little Things. And so I have the lyrics pulled up on my phone, so I'm just going to write them out on here. It's called 3 Things. And so I'm wanting to maybe use the numbers that I got in the kit to, because in the song he talks about 3 things that he does when his world caves in. And you know what? This video is going to be a little bit longer because I'm going to just read them to you really quick. It says, there are 3 things I do when my life falls apart. Number 1, I cry my eyes out and I dry up my heart. So next to where it says number 1, I want to put a number 1. Not until I do this will my new life start. So that's the first thing that I do when my life falls apart. Oh, the second thing I do, so that's where I'll put the number 2, is I close both of my eyes and say my thank yous to each and every moment of my life. I go where I know the love is and let it fill me up inside, gathering new strength from sorrow. I'm glad to be alive. And then it goes to the chorus. Things are looking up. I know above the clouds the sun is shining. Things are looking up. Love is still the answer I'm relying on. 3 little things. Things are looking up. The third thing I do now when my world caves in, so that one I'll put a number 3, is I pause, I take a breath and bow, and I let that chapter end. I design my future bright, not by where my life has been, and I try again. Yes, I try again. And then it goes back to the chorus. And so I really want to write those words out because there's something that have this song I've listened to several times recently, and I think that kind of sometimes songs make up the soundtrack of our lives, and that's how I'm feeling with this song, the whole album really, but this song in particular. And so I want to document that. I want that song on here. So it's just as important, just as an important part of the story to me as the other words I'm going to write on here. So I'm okay with taking up this space for that. So I'm going to go ahead and write that on there. I'm just going to use a black pen. I don't think I have a slick writer. Oh, I do have a Sharpie pen. So I think I'll probably use that. And this is just a fine point pen. And I'm just going to hope that I can get it on here good enough. I'm not going to draw lines. I'm not going to plan it out. I'm just going to start writing, and if there's room left, then I will write something else. So I'm just going to go for it, and I'm going to write it in kind of a little bit of a scripty font that I sometimes do, and I will show you what it looks like when I'm all done. Okay, so here you can see kind of how this turned out. I'm not exactly sure if I'm super thrilled that I decided to fill up the U here, but it's done and I'm not going to reprint it. I'm just going to let it be. And so you can kind of see, I didn't write completely straight. I'm okay with it. It's just kind of a fun little thing that I did. You can kind of see where I put the numbers. There's a 1 here. Let's see, I think it's on autofocus. So yeah, there's the 1. There's the 2, and there's the 3. So I just followed along with the song, the first thing that I do, or number 1, I cry my eyes out, the second thing I do, and then the third thing that I do. So just kind of wanted to use those numbers and thought that would be a fun way to do it, and it kind of breaks up the space a little bit, which is kind of fun. So now what I'm going to do, I've gone ahead and also typed my journaling up on this little card, and I'm going to make my little 3x8 portion over here. I can't decide if I haven't decided yet if I want this photo on the top or the bottom. And I'm kind of thinking that in my album that this page will come before this, but I'm not exactly sure, just because of the way that I'm looking. But it wouldn't totally bother me to have it on this side either. So I'm kind of leaning toward putting the photo on top. Let me just try this again. Maybe I like it on bottom. So now what I'm going to do is play around with some of the embellishments to just kind of fill in the spaces. This kind of looks like two separate pieces, which I really, really like, but I want to put a little bit of embellishment up here. And so I have these little circles that are these silver foiled circles, and these are really cute. And so there are a few here that I could probably use. There's looking up. I could put that next to me like I am looking up, because I kind of am. And I don't know though if I like the way that it reiterates the title, but it doesn't bother me too much. There's also one that says Get Up and Go, which I did. I thought maybe that could go up here by my feet somehow. I'm not sure exactly on that yet. And then there are a couple on here. I don't want to use the ones that are like, I like the one that says Get Up and Go here too. I could use this one that says this. And I like the way that that would kind of bring in a little bit of yellow from this side, and then maybe I would do this and then do Looking Up like that. I kind of like that, just kind of thinking as I go here. I like the story. That feels like it should go on this, like by this part. I don't know. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. I might try to find a couple other little things that I could add to this, but I'm going to keep it pretty simple. So I'm just going to create a little cluster here, and then maybe I want it down here. I like it up here, but then this is bothering me. So I'm having a catch-22 here, because I like the butterflies down here so I can balance it with this up here. But then I like these flipped so that I can balance this circle down here. So I kind of like to do things on the diagonal and not directly across from each other, so that's kind of bothering me. I think I could make it work if I do it this way, so I think I'll probably try it that way. I'm just being a little bit indecisive here. And so I'm going to play around with that, and I'll come back and show you kind of what I figured out and how I'm going to finish this up. Okay, so I found some stuff from past story kits, and I feel like I'm being really influenced by Allie this time from her up story kit projects, but that's okay. I think it's okay to be inspired by each other, right? So I'm going to use, these are from the first story kit, and there's one that says Fresh Start and one that says Be Brave, and I felt like both of those worked with what I was doing. And then I remembered that the Tough story kit had blue in it, which could help with this, bringing this blue in. This blue kind of matches my gray shoes actually, but there are some good words in here as well. And so specifically I like Keep Moving Forward, and I think that that would be good by Get Up and Go. There's a lot of words going on here, so I'm still trying to decide if I want this little piece that says the story, but I like that it brings in a little bit of yellow, so I'm still deciding on that. But for sure I want to put Get Up and Go here, so I'm going to just go ahead and adhere that. And I will have it go just off the edge a little bit. And the Looking Up will go on this photo. And I am going to put these on the same piece of paper, so I could probably even make this cross over. Okay, so I have a little piece of paper that I'm going to glue these to, so maybe I should do that first. And this is just a piece of cardstock I cut to 3 by 8 so that I could put these in there together. Oops. I feel like this isn't quite straight or something. Okay, so where did my little circle go? Of course I lost it. Oh, right here, looking up. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more adhesive on, and I'm gonna make it overlap there, and I wanna just make sure I don't cut off the G. So now that I have that, let's see what this looks like. Okay, I like that. And we'll see what this one looks like. Perfect. Okay, so I really like that. Now, I think I do definitely want to include these. I'm wondering if I can somehow, maybe I can tuck it. I kind of want it to be up here, which is a weird spot. I don't know why I don't want it down in this space here where there's a lot more room. I don't know, it just feels too like it's on top of each other, and I want it to be here or here, and neither one really works, so maybe I can stick it like there, and I can stick another something here. We'll see. This one, Fresh Start, I'm going to put this up on some foam squares, and so let me just get a piece of foam tape here. Just use a couple of these small ones. I always overdo it on the foam. I also like to use Fun Foam, which is just the cheap craft foam you can get at the store for this. Let's do it like that. So I wanted to use that. Oh, I kind of like it right there. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to plan on making another embellishment somewhere that will bring yellow in down here or over here or something. And I'm just going to have this point directly to the center line there. I like that. Okay, I still will need something else in there, but that's a good start. And then I'm thinking maybe that can go there. And I want to use some of these words. So I like the I can do this. And I was thinking about placing it in the middle of the P here, which seems kind of weird, but since I filled this U in, I thought it might be nice to put that there for some reason. So maybe I can put another word with it. Oops. Okay, that's down. Maybe I'll do the word real. Okay, and then I can put a few here maybe. So I like the, let's see, just keep going. I think there was one that said that. Keep moving forward. Now, I'm trying to decide, do I want it to go here and maybe fill in this space? I think I will. So I'll just do keep moving forward. Maybe be tough. And let's do don't stop. Okay, I like that. And then I want to put a few down here with these ones. So maybe if I can put a couple here, then that will make this one seem like it can come out a little bit from the main circle. I still want to bring in just a little bit more yellow somewhere. So I'm thinking about that too. And it's okay if it overlaps my hair there. No big deal. Okay, so I want to do You Are Strong. Let's see if it will fit. It might not fit. Well, if I do it at the bottom here, it will, so I just need to fill in that space now because I created an awkward space there. So you are strong. Let's do courage and maybe just breathe. I feel like they're weirdly spaced. I don't know, those ones kind of bug me because they seem too linear or something, but I'm gonna let it go. Let's see. I'm gonna trim this card up just a little bit too. And that was a very bad cutting job, but that's okay. Okay, so maybe I need one more right there. Maybe I can do life. Okay, so I like that. Now I just want one more little, kind of just a small pop of yellow. I wish that this fit somewhere. If I hadn't done the up. I kind of want something to kind of fit right there. That doesn't quite work for me, but maybe I could do another little quote, or I could do love this. Everything's coming up roses doesn't quite fit the theme or the sentiment of the layout, but I like the circle. I could look at past Story Kit chipboard here to see if there's anything yellow that would work. Doesn't look like it from what I have. So I kind of love this, and I think it works okay. So if I stick that there, then I just need to find something that I could stick with it. I feel like now that I have 4 spots of embellishment, which kind of bothers me. So maybe what I'll do is I'll find some enamel dots or something, and I can put like a yellow one here, and I can put maybe some other blues or something in the other spaces. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back and show you how I finished it. Okay, so I found some little enamel hearts from Amy Tangerine, and I just put one in each kind of little space. And even though this is a little bit unbalanced to my eyes, I got this story told, and that was the most important thing, and so I'm going to call this one good to go. So I hope that you have enjoyed this layout. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment below. I really love these story kits, and I say it every time because they help me to tell the stories that are more important, the ones that don't get told just with a photo. They have me thinking in a different way about the stories that I want to tell and the things that are real. I feel like I'm being more real in my layouts, which I really appreciate and love. So you can check those out at AllieEdwards.com, and thank you so much for watching.